Am I the whole for deciding to leave my cheating pregnant wife after knowing what she has done? I married my wife 2 years ago. I'm 27 and she's 24. Before we got married, I knew her for about 6 months. We met at a wedding. Our families already knew each other. After talking for those 6 months, we decided to tie the knot. I was upfront about my deal breakers before marriage. I wanted a spouse who hadn't been physically involved with anyone else. She assured me she hadn't, and even said she considered dating a sin. Since we're both Muslim, this aligned with our values. There were no red flags, so we got engaged and married. For 2 years, everything seemed perfect. I loved her deeply, and we had no major issues. But 2 weeks ago, everything came crashing down. I got a call from an unknown number, which I ignored at first. After 3 missed calls, I finally answered. A stranger greeted me, confirmed my identity as her husband, and told me to check my WhatsApp before destroying his SIM card. Then he hung up. Confused and uneasy, I opened WhatsApp and found over 30 videos. Videos of my wife in explicit situations with men I didn't recognize. I was horrified. My world shattered. This woman I had trusted and built a life with had betrayed me in the worst way possible. I left work early and went straight home to confront her. At first, she denied everything, even accusing me of losing my mind. But after I told her about the videos, she broke down. She cried hysterically, begged for forgiveness, and kept apologizing. I couldn't even look at her. I told her to leave the house before I did something I'd regret. She refused, still begging for another chance. I called her brother and asked him to take her away. He arrived within minutes, confused and worried, but I didn't explain much. I just told him to take her and stay away from me. Then I left the house for a walk, trying to process everything. When I returned, she was gone. I contacted a lawyer friend and asked him to prepare the divorce papers immediately. I was done. But 6 days ago, she called me. I didn't pick up. Then she sent me a pregnancy report, claiming she was carrying my child. I didn't know if it was true, especially since one of the videos was from about a week before I received them. I called her to ask if the report was genuine or another lie. She cried, swore it was real, and insisted I was the father. I asked why she lied to me, why she didn't just ask for a divorce if she wasn't happy. Her answer? She didn't want to lose me. She admitted the man in the videos was her ex-boyfriend, who also happened to be her cousin. She claimed she didn't know why he sent the videos to me. She begged for another chance, but I said no. She hadn't just betrayed me. She'd built our entire relationship on a lie. I told her to never contact me again and that she'd receive divorce papers soon. She cried harder, and at that point, her parents took the phone from her and asked to meet me. I hung up. 4 days ago, her father showed up at my house, begging to talk. I didn't want to let him in, but he pleaded, so I agreed to hear him out. He apologized for his daughter's actions and asked me to reconsider the divorce. He even offered to raise the child himself, whether it was mine or not. He promised to buy me the house my wife and I had planned to purchase before all this happened. I declined. I told him there was no way I'd reconcile with his daughter. He left after realizing I wasn't budging. 3 days ago, my mother-in-law came by. She claimed she had come to tell me the truth. Apparently, she knew about her daughter's affair but thought it was only emotional, not physical. She said her nephew, my wife's ex, was irresponsible and unkind. She saw me as a better match for her daughter because I was financially stable and treated her well. She apologized and begged me to forgive her daughter, saying my wife had threatened to harm herself if I didn't take her back. I made it clear that reconciliation wasn't an option. I also told her exactly what I thought of her daughter. She left in tears. Since then, her entire family has been pestering me to reconcile, especially now that there's a child involved. They argue her actions happened before our marriage and that she deeply regrets hiding them. They say we should raise the child in a united home. But I can't. Her betrayal and lies have destroyed any trust one had in her. I won't forgive her, and I won't compromise my principles. So, am I the whole for deciding to leave my cheating, pregnant wife?